Good morning to everybody watching us. This is the voice of Knight Publishers, Educational Research Institute, and any facilitating firm. It's another very beautiful morning. We give glory to Almighty God, the most merciful, the most gracious, and the most beneficent. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run Ọba tó tún kà wá yẹ láti ti wà níbí lọ́jọ́ tòní o. We thank all our fans across the length and breadth of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, all our friends across the Facebook community and WhatsApp community who always watch us and share our clip. This is Pedagogues Intervention again this morning in the educational system, leveraging on the power of the social media to teach the blended learning classes in preparation for WAEC for students across the length and breadth of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We will urge parents across the length and breadth of the Federal Republic of Nigeria we urge parents, we urge students, we urge school administrators to always share our clip and watch them. It will be very beneficial to these children, most especially those that are in their terminal classes. It is our own contribution in a little way to the educational development in the country. In order to consolidate the very wonderful work that teachers are doing across the length and breadth of the Federal Republic of Nigeria educational classrooms. We delight in making learning more pleasure than pain, and that is what we are doing. Dídúró àwa dúró de Olúwa ó dẹ́tí sí wa ó sì gbọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ wa ó mú wa gòkè inú ìwé parun. Ìbá má ṣe pé Olúwa tó wà ní ìhà tiwa kí ni kí àwa kí ó máa wí nísinsìnyí o. For a child to do well in the whole level English, he has to perform well in the comprehension, summary, and essay writing, which is the paper 1. And that is why we are trying our best to teach some topics that might be confusing to the children so that they can have very better marks. It is an holistic attempt to make children of school going age write their examination in a more convenient way. By the special grace of God, we release as many clips as possible that will help the children of school-going age. We urge the Nigerian community to show it to them so that they will benefit better and consolidate, fortify what their teachers are doing across the length and breadth of their classrooms. Ṣèbí ní ìgbà tó wù Ọlọ́run ọba tó yà mí sọ́tọ̀ ọ̀nù ìyá mi ló gbẹ̀yìn rere ètò ẹ̀kọ́ fún mi kí n máa wá. Wúrà àti fàdákà èmi lè má ní láti fún Nigerian community, but we can be able to do this in a little way to help the educational system, and that is what we are doing. We want the Nigerian community to be supportive to our educational intervention. It's an educational intervention of peace, hope, and grace. As for those that are in Ilesha and environs, we now have an head office very close to Otakpete, where we have our educational activities. You can contact us. You can contact us for your children. We offer qualitative educational service as well as counseling program. For children of school going age. So without wasting our time this morning, we'll be dealing with adverbial phrases and clauses. Just as you can see on the whiteboard there, is another very salient topic in the comprehension passage that should not be missed. You can go over our previous clips where you see adjectival phrases and clauses as well as the noun phrases and clauses. Here we are again this morning with adverbial phrases and clauses. Thank you very much. So this morning we are dealing with adverbial phrases and clauses. When we talk about the adverbials by their very nature modify verbs. They can modify adjectives and they can modify another adverb in a given sentence. When we talk about the adverbials by their very nature, adverbials give additional information to a verb. It gives additional information to an adjective, and it gives additional information to an adverb. That is, it describes. You use the word adverbial modifies. Adverbial modify. While adjective qualifies, adverb will modify. So that is what an adverb does. An adverb is also a mobile element in a sentence. That is, it can occur anywhere in the sentence. It can occur in the initial position. It can occur in the middle position. Rather, it can occur in the final position. If I say, always I go to school, always there is an adverb of frequency and possibly time of how often I go to school. Always there is appearing before the sentence, so is occurring at the initial position. If I say, I go to school always, I go to school always, always in that case is coming at the end of the sentence. So that is a adverb coming at the end of the sentence in that case. I did it once. Once there is talking about, is coming after the sentence, at the end of the sentence. So that is occurring in the final position. He died yesterday. Yesterday is coming at the end of the sentence. You can easily still say, yesterday he died. So that adverbial there has been fronted. So has been foregrounded. So adverbs are mobile elements in a given sentence. And adverb can be talking about time, it can be talking about place, it can be talking about reason, it can be talking about condition, it can be talking about concession, it can be talking about purpose, it can be talking about frequency, it can be talking about manner. So adverbs are very broad, adverbials are very broad. So when it's talk about time, it's talking about when an action took place. It came here yesterday. Yesterday there is adverb of time. Thank you very much, Mrs. Kalejo Moladi, watching us. Thank you very much. So we have adverb of place. I went to Ibadan. Ibadan there is adverb of place. He came here because he was invited. Because there is indicating the reason why somebody came somewhere. So that's adverb of reason. Adverb of condition. If you invite me, I will come. If you invite me, I will come. So if there is given the condition why somebody went somewhere. So adverb of concession is talking about the contrary of something. They say, although he read, he failed. That's concession. So the adverb of frequency is talking about how often something is done. I rarely go to church. I rarely go to church. Church rarely there is talking about the frequency, how frequent you go somewhere. Then you are talking about adverb of manner. Adverb of manner, in most cases, when an adjective ends with ly, it becomes an adverb of manner. It's talking about how something is done. He came quickly. Quickly there is adverb of manner. He died quietly. Quietly there is adverb of manner. So in most cases, when an adjective has ly, then it becomes an adverb. Quick is an adjective. Quick match. Quick there is qualifying match, which is an adjective. But when you say I ran quickly, quickly there is talking about adverb of manner. How I ran. So that is adverb. So slowly, quickly, intelligently, fastly, honestly, those words are adverbials and they indicate mannerism. Adverb of manner, how something is done. It answers the question how. Adverb of time answers the question when. Adverb of place answers the question where. So they have different questions they answer. So without wasting our time, adverb modifies a verb, that is, gives additional information about a verb. He died quietly. The examiner underlines quietly. Quietly there is an adverb. So that's adverbial. So quietly is an adverb. It modifies the verb died. That is, it gives additional information about the verb died. It's explaining how the person died. So that's adverb of manner. So you say, I came quickly. Quickly there is talking about how I came. So that is adverb of manner. It modifies the verb came. So that's adverb modifying a verb. Adverb can modify an adjective. He is too intelligent. He is too intelligent. Too there is a adverb of to what extent somebody is intelligent. So too there is modifying intelligent, which is an adjective in that sentence. So that is adverb modifying another adjective. You are so lazy. You are so lazy. So there is to what extent somebody is lazy. So that is adjective. That is adverb modifying another adjective. So you are so lazy. Lazy is an adjective. So there is to what extent is indicating to what extent somebody is lazy. So that is adverb modifying an adjective. Then adverb can modify another adverb. That is, in a sentence, at times, you can have more than one adverb in a sentence. For instance, he came quickly yesterday. He came quickly yesterday. Quickly is an adverb of manner. Yesterday is an adverb of time. So, two adverbs are modifying each other in that sentence. That's one adverb talking more about another adverb. He read the book slowly yesterday. He did his assignment slowly last night. Last night and slowly, they are adverb, modifying each other. So that is the understanding of adverb on a very brief note. So we'll be talking about phrases and an adverbial phrase. An adverbial phrase. We're talking about adverbial phrase. Adverbial phrase. And use your understand. You can go over our clips. Our clips where we have explained sentences, and before we did that, we talked about phrases and clauses. So I just like to talk about phrase on a very brief note. A phrase is a group of words without a finite verb. A phrase, by its very nature, is just a fractional part of a sentence that does not express a complete thought or a complete meaning. So carry down understanding. An adverbial phrase too will not have a finite verb, and it will not express a complete thought. So an adverbial phrase is a group of words that modifies a verb. It performs the work of an adverb in a sentence. It modifies a verb. So when we talk about adverbial phrase, there are indicators of adverbial phrase, which is adverb. Adverbs can indicate adverbial phrase. Prepositions can indicate it. Subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction. Conjunction can indicate it. So, I say car swerved widely across the road. Widely across the road, in that case, is an adverbial phrase, and it's modifying the verb swerve. So it's starting with widely, which is an adverb. So an adverbial phrase will not have a finite verb. Widely across the road is a fractional part of the sentence that does not have a finite verb. So that's an adverbial phrase. So that's WAEC example. Then he came yesterday. Yesterday in that case is an adverb of time. So it's modifying the verb came. I left soon. I left soon. Soon there is an adverb. It's modifying the verb left. So that's an adverb. He danced beautifully. He spoke intelligently. He spoke intelligently. Intelligently there is an adverb of manner. You don't need to disturb yourself. Just indicate it as an adverbial. An adverbial phrase. It modifies the verb spoke. So an adverb will usually modify the verb in the given sentence. So adverbial phrases can start with preposition. When you say preposition, they indicate the position of something. On, in, at, after, before. These are prepositions. Beside, behind. As many as possible like that. Then when you have a verb coming before a prepositional phrase, in most cases, they are adverbial phrases. In most cases. He came in the rain. In the rain. In is a preposition. In the rain is a phrase because you don't have a finite verb. So he came when. It's answering the question when. So that is an adverbial phrase. It modifies the verb came. She died by the road. She died. by the road. By the road in that case is an adverbial phrase. It modifies the verb died. She left with her boss. She left with her boss. With her boss there is talking about whom the person left with. So with her boss, she left with her boss. With the underline with her boss. With her boss in that case will be an adverbial phrase. It modifies the verb left. So that is an adverbial phrase. Indicators of adverbial phrase: adverb can indicate it, preposition can indicate it, subordinating conjunction at times can indicate it. But take note that when it is an adverbial phrase, you will not have a verb in the expression. You will not have a finite verb in the expression. So that is adverbial phrase on a very brief note. So let's proceed to adverbial clauses. The pedagogues class is just strictly an exam-focused class, most especially for WAEC and other terminal examinations. So we don't really treat the paraphernalia and the broad scope of the topics at times. But at least what we are teaching, they are exam-focused, and they will not make the children miss it in the exam. So it does not mean that that is the limited scope of the topic. But when you talk about adverbial clauses or phrases, you don't need to disturb yourself if it is of time, of manner, of condition, of concession. You don't need to disturb yourself. Just say, if it is an adverbial phrase, it's an adverbial phrase. If it's an adverbial clause, it's an adverbial clause. If it is an adjectiver, you don't need to disturb yourself. If it is a defining adjectiver or non-defining, don't disturb yourself. Just say it is an adjectiver phrase, it is an adjectiver clause. That's all. Well, today now, moving to adverbial clause. Strictly speaking, adverbial clauses usually begin with subordinating conjunction. And what are the things that render a sentence subordinating, a clause subordinating? They will have them subordinating conjunctions, at times even preposition. Some of them can begin an adverbial clause, but it will always have a finite verb. Words like after, before, when it starts an expression and you have a finite verb, is an adverbial clause. Then subordinating conjunctions such as so, although, because, until, as soon as, in order that, many words like that are indicators of adverbial clauses. Adverbial clauses are a group of words that functions like an adverb in a sentence. They modify a verb in a given sentence, and adverbial clause by their very nature indicates time, condition, purpose, and several other things like that. An adverbial clause by its very nature functions like an adverb. Example, and they can begin with subordinating conjunction. They can begin with subordinating conjunction. For example, in our previous classes, we have made you to understand what a main clause is and what a subordinate clause is. A subordinate clause is a clause that cannot stand on its own, and is usually a dependent clause on the main clause in the very given sentence. So in this case now, we have although, which is a subordinating conjunction. Although he was late, he was attended to by the doctor. So, although he was late, how do you know that this is a clause? You have is marked for person. This third person singular, he. Then is marked for singularity or plurality. Was is a singular verb, so it's marked for things, it's marked for person. So a finite verb is a verb that is marked for things or person. So you have a finite verb in that expression and it's beginning with a subordinating conjunction. So that is an adverbial clause. It modifies the verb phrase was attended. It modifies the verb phrase was attended. So that is it. An adverbial phrase or clause can either modify a verb or a verb phrase. It can modify a group of words that is a phrase. So this is an adverbial clause. If what the adverbial clause is modifying is a verb phrase, you don't just take the auxiliary verb, because that will not be the main verb in the sentence. So in this case now, it's modifying a verb phrase and not just only a verb. So you say it modifies the verb phrase was attended. If you say it modifies the verb was, you'll be wrong, and that is -2 in your comprehension passage. So we urge you to listen to your teachers in the classroom and read very standard textbooks to fortify and consolidate the principles that you have been taught. This is another WAEC example. Before is a preposition, but why you know is an adverbial clause is because you have a finite verb. Could say, could there is a modal auxiliary verb, say there is a present tense verb. So that's a finite verb phrase, and it has relationship with he, which is a third person singular. So when you have an expression that has a finite verb, is a clause. You now determine before, it's talking about time. So that's an adverbial clause. So then it will modify a verb. Whatever it will modify will not be in the underlined expression. It can either be before it or after it. So it modifies, when it's, immediately you call it an adverbial, you know that it's going to modify a verb. So it modifies the verb phrase was flung open. If you write it modifies the verb opened, you may be correct too, because that is the finite verb. But you rather be on the safer side saying it modifies the verb phrase was flung open. So that will be the answer for that expression. And on the very last note, as soon last example for this morning is as soon as he got rich, he became proud. As soon as he got rich, he became proud. He's still talking about time. When did he get proud? As soon as he got rich. Got there is the past tense of get. He there in that case is the third person singular. As soon as is a subordinating conjunction, so which is usually used to indicate a dependent clause. So as soon as it got rich is an adverbial clause. It modifies the verb became. It modifies the verb became. Thank you very much and God bless you. So if you want your child to come in contact with us, we have an head office at Ilesha Otakwete, to be precise, DOK Pharmacy, topmost floor. You can contact us for more information and advice on the education of your child. So we promise to offer quality service and for your child to know whatever he comes there to do and writing the exam confidently. That is the goal. So thank you very much and God bless you. Keep watching us and keep sharing our clip for the children of school going age. God be with you till we meet again. Wishing you a very happy day.